Baltimore City Council is pushing for answers surrounding a recent disagreement between Mayor Brandon Scott and City State's Attorney Ivan Bates. The tension centers around the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, which Bates says is not being transparent with his office. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost pressed the Monzi director on some of those concerns.
The rift between Mayor Brandon Scott and City State's Attorney Ivan Bates loomed over the Public Safety Committee hearing on Tuesday amid conversations about Baltimore's historic drop in violent crime. And now there are questions about long-term funding for some of the programs that are involved in Baltimore's community violence intervention effort. While Baltimore is seeing historic drops in homicides and non-fatal shootings,
I am concerned about that break and what that then means for the progress of our city.
The end of coordination between the city staff prosecutor and Mayor Brandon Scott's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement remains a concern for members of the city council.
If we're seeing numbers continue to go down and we're seeing that everyone is doing a great job, we have to keep that going. And so any squabbles that everyone or anyone has must stop, because the people of Baltimore, we don't appreciate it. We don't want it.
In this 7-page letter, Ivan Bates argues Monzi is an agency cloaked in secrecy and is not sharing information with his team. Bates says his office has been kept in the dark about victim services being provided by Monzi, and because of that, he says cases could be in jeopardy.
The mayor and state's attorney have an upcoming meeting, so, out of respect for that conversation, I'm going to allow the two of them to proceed with that.
The state's attorney describes Monzi as an agency cloaked in secrecy. Would you agree with that?
I think that's a very serious allegation that I would take issue with. I think we're happy to come to the table at any point in time with the state's attorney. We've worked to schedule a meeting with him in the past where we could hopefully discuss some of these issues, and I'm hopeful we'll have a chance to do so in the future.
While Baltimore Police Commissioner Richard Worley says it's always better when everyone gets along, the latest issue won't impact public safety.
It's just like a sports team. There's disagreements in families, there's disagreements in sports teams. They'll come together and we'll get straight, and it's not going to affect the work at all. We're just going to continue to drive down violence in Baltimore together as a team.
But the problems between Bates and Scott wasn't the only issue brought up. Council members want to know how Monzi is planning for funding programs and staff without the federal boost.
I'm curious how we're thinking about our efforts going into next year.
Mavronis says the agency is shifting some funding to the general fund, but assures the council
We're not looking at a one-to-one replacement, but we're actively working with the administration to ensure that all of our programming that's been supported either all or in part by ARPA continues. I know agencies just submitted their budget proposals, and so these are things we're actively in conversation with the administration, but we're confident that we're going to have the resources that we need.
One of the programs funded by Monzi, Safe Streets. As the agency touts program statistics, some members want more details about tracking data.
How are you measuring the quality or durability of those mediations?
Monzi says its staff members go to the different Safe Streets sites to ensure accurate data, but the public has never seen what a mediation form looks like, despite multiple requests from Fox 45 News to City Hall. The violence interrupters completing those mediations are vetted by the Baltimore Police Department before they're hired, but since they're not directly city employees,
who is paying BPD for these background checks?
We're not providing payment to BPD for the background checks.
So I guess it's a little surprising that an external organization that is not city employees that we would be providing that function.
As the last Public Safety Committee hearing wrapped up for the year, violent crime may be down in Baltimore, but concerns from council members has not waned. We've been tracking how the city has doled out its $641 million of the American Rescue Plan funding. As the city prepares to budget without that funding, we'll be tracking that too. Outside City Hall, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.